Hello.
Hello. We're going to bring Kristen in. She is live reporting from the beach in lovely St. Augustine. There she is. Yay. Did we mention that it's a wellness day at Oak Hall? So there's no school. So the podcast must go on, though. It's a wellness day.
That's why you're there with Sebastian.
That's right. It's a wellness day for teachers, which means it's a more hectic day for the parents. But sorry, he's snoring. I don't know. Sorry if you can hear him snoring. But anyways, I'm Rebecca Johnson. That's Kristen Rabell, and we are here to do your real estate podcast. And we can kick it off with the Monday Market Moment.
Let's do it.
All right. So let's take a look at what's happening in the local real estate market, or the Marion real estate market. So Monday, we've got October 12th through the 17th, and we're starting in Marion County. We have 207 new listings for Marion County with 363 price decreases. That's a lot of price decreases. Hopefully, I don't know, is Kristen able to see that? I'm assuming.
I can see that.
Okay.
And I told you I'm looking into this. I do think there are a couple discrepancies. So we see these high price decreases, but I do notice sometimes they're just coming back on the market, or they're actually sometimes an increase. So I don't think all of them are decreases. That's a stellar issue. So we might just go ahead and start taking these off. But there still are a lot of price decreases. So I want to keep you all abreast of everything that's going on. So you have new listings, you always have prices decreasing. So there is inventory out there and a lot of great loans and loan programs for buyers and first-time home buyers. So we hope to get them back out looking, especially before the end of the year. So you can get that new, the homestead, a tax exemption for 2023.
Yeah, you put her right in her seat. I love it. Perfect.
Tell me, I am the best.
You are the best. We love it. That's great.
Feel right at home now.
Yeah, I mean, we were just talking today. We have a seller who is having issues getting sold, and so we had to have a conversation if renting was an option, because it's just something that we're all experiencing. There is a slowdown in the market and people are reducing price. So, but how do you stay competitive when everybody's reducing their price? So, Hillsborough County, we have 210 new listings and 298 price decreases.
So I want to say something like sure. Marion County and Hillsborough, which is mostly, New Tampa, South Tampa, the beach area of Tampa, 210 versus 207 new listings. So why is Marion County so similar to Hillsborough County in the new listings? And then not as many price decreases, but, just an interesting factor to look into is that, just as many new listings are in this Tampa area as there are in this Ocala and other surrounding areas of Ocala. So what do you think, Rebecca? Any thoughts on that?
I think, I think people just aren't listing. So Hillsborough has less room to sprawl compared to Marion. Marion's been setting itself up for growth, and Tampa has too, to some extent. But I would speculate that there's a group of people who are just looking at things going, I only have a 3% rate. Oh my gosh, you disappeared.
Where you go?
They have a 3, 4, 5% rate. So what are you going to buy right now? One, there's nothing to buy. Prices are still at an all-time high, and your interest rates are high again. So I think you just aren't seeing people list. I think a lot of this is probably new construction.
Negative. We're still seeing new listings.
We are still seeing new listings. I mean, shoot, I'm watching particular areas for listings, but it's, I think you're going to have a third of the market that's just like, I'm not going to sell. There's nowhere to go right now. And so you're almost in like a stalemate where it's these people aren't listing, so these people can't buy to list these homes that the next group would move up into. It's basically you need everybody to participate in the market to have it flow. But there are still, 800 to 900 people moving to Florida,
daily.
Send them to property
still.
management will help them.
Right. We do have our insurance woes. We did just have Hurricane Ian, which is going to make it even uglier. But people are still moving here for many, many, many reasons. So, the fact is we are still seeing low inventory, although I think that's sort of like a buzz statement. We're still seeing that sellers are not wanting to list their properties because they're afraid of purchasing. But what I'm noticing in everywhere is that new home buyers, first-time home buyers, are still out there. And I was saying this to the team this morning. They don't know what happened in the past 2 years. They don't know what it's like to have 3% rates. They know what to have 6.5 going on 7% rates. So it's the new norm right now. And they don't have a lot of inventory. And if they did have this inventory, then, it would become the new norm even more so. And that's where we're headed towards, in my opinion.
For sure.
This norm of high prices, because the prices, we see these decreases, but they're not decreasing a lot. I mean, I could sit here all day long and do this Monday market moment and bring up all the prices that I see decreasing. And I see like a price decrease of 500, up 2,500. Yes, there are some that are 30, 40,000, but most of them are just small and inconsistent. And so, and you're getting it from the people who were, I always like to think of it, and I'm sorry if you can't see my hands, but as a chart. So when the market was really high before April, before we sort of shut down, here was the price, and here was the offer price that was accepted, right? And then when we listed just now, we listed all the way in the top, which you can't really see my hands. And now that's where we're dropping down to. So people keep saying, oh, these price decreases, even if 363 price decreases were in Marion County, it was because those prices were so exponentially high. They were higher than what we were pricing or what they were selling for with 50 offers on them, 30 offers on them. So we're getting out of that high pricing, but we're still in high pricing. We're still within, we're not going below where we were listing before or below where we were, right even at where we were listing before. We're still within the realm. We're trying to get down under where prices were executing at and closing at, right? So you all see what I'm saying is that we are still in high prices, and so sellers are still getting high prices for their properties. Buyers are still buying high prices, but that's what buyers know right now. And that's what we have to get used to. So let's look at Alachua County.
So we have 37 new listings for 1 week, 51 price decreases, 50 sold, which is encouraging, and 12 back on the market with 5 price increases. So still working in Alachua, but
we have way less numbers here in Alachua.
We do.
Compared to Hillsborough County and Marion County. And that's kind of, disturbing and scary. We really do have a lack of inventory here with only 37 listings in this week. And I know we're much smaller in terms of land and population, but this is what is the reality, is that we have 37 new listings, potentially 51 price decreases, potentially. Like I said, sometimes they're coming back on the market. They were off the market for various reasons. Sometimes this price decrease is only $500. We've sold 50. We've sold slightly over the new listings, around the same amount as the price decreases. We've got 12 back on the market that maybe fell apart. People ask me all the time, why did this fall apart? There's numerous reasons. What could you say that the top 3 reasons are in your lifetime, Rebecca, that they go back on the market?
Inspections.
Did not. Let me make this clear. A lot of people say, oh, what if they fail inspections? Remember, they fail inspections according to that buyer's desire.
Correct.
Right? They expect for the inspections.
Right.
Okay.
So inspections. Items associated with the loan, so appraisal, financing, that kind of thing. Buyer's remorse.
Yeah, there you go. Buyer's remorse. We have that a lot, especially the past couple of years. They put an offer on the property, and then within a day or two, they say, "Never mind, I don't want this." And we're seeing that a lot because of those higher prices or because of the rates. I would say, the number one reason is the inspections were not at the expectations of the buyer. Sometimes the buyer got in over their head with purchasing, and hopefully you find sooner than later that the financing did not go through. Mm-hmm. It's usually if it's been on a long time that you see it falling apart because the buyer the financing did not go through.
Yeah.
But yeah, those are the top reasons too. And then price increases. I want to say also with the decreases, I watch Alachua County more. 90% of that is builders, and they are the big time builders. We're going to talk about one of them. But mainly it's D.R. Horton. We talked about him last week, but they're a national builder, and they're, here I am.
I was like, where did she go?
They are notorious, very well known for just dropping and selling because of the end of their term. And the end of their term, I believe, is either the end of this month or the end of next month. And that's Lennar also, who's been coming into Gainesville. So they're trying to get all of their current inventory off. And so they will sell that they'll slash prices, they'll drop prices weekly, daily almost. So you're going to see a lot of that also. And that's probably the same for Ocala, Marion County, and Hillsborough County down in Tampa. You're going to see that those national builders are slashing prices because they want to get new inventory out there.
That's right. And we're actually going to get into new construction. We're going to take a quick break, and then we'll get right back into that. And I believe we're starting with Grand Oaks, which is Kristen's specialty. But first, let's take a quick break and learn more about one of our great realtors.
Hi, my name is Tu Hillier, and I'm an agent here at Rabell Realty Group. I love how it's so diverse here. I love the diversity that we have here at Rabell and the resources we have. And most importantly, I love that I can always reach out to my brokers any time of the day with any questions, and they're always there for me. And I think that's so helpful. It's a family kind of like place. And I think that if you spend 95% of your time working, it has to fit. You have to like who you work with. You have to like, who your bosses are. And I think that's so important to me. I like the fact that I can be myself, that my brokers don't try to mold me to, their styles, because what's success for them might not be successful for me. And I like the fact that they help me to nurture my style to make it work for me. So they pretty much bring the best out in me, and I really, really, really enjoy that. I love the trainings we have here, and that our Monday, Wednesday, Friday morning, huddle phone calls really, really is something I've never experienced before, So you constantly feel like you're a part of something, and it's the team, it's never, I think for real estate, it's, people think you're just kind of like by yourself, but at Rabell, you feel like you always have someone to help you. You're always with a team, no matter what. I would highly recommend Rabell to anyone who wants to be successful, but yet at the same time feel like they're a part of a family, a team, and a sense of belonging.
Hello, welcome back. And that was a great video from Tu from our office. I thought that was great. You did a great job, girl. Don't be hating on yourself. I saw your comment. So nice job. I actually just saw her, and I have to give a shout out to Monica McMillan. Thank you so much for the invite into the Pace Girls organization. Tu was there as well supporting, so thank you very much for that. I also want to give one more reminder for those of you, I'm watching the clock, sorry. At 3 o'clock, the City of Gainesville Commission is meeting to discuss the rezoning and redistricting. It is at a peculiar time on a Monday, so I know it's easy to forget, but it is an important issue that impacts you. So please tune in, voice your opinion, and cross your fingers. So anyways, all right. So Kristen, take it away. Nobody knows Grand Oaks better than you, and I would go to fisticuffs for that.
All right. So Grand Oaks, you actually got to see the video of the new Brantley plan. We have two of those. And, right now with the sort of the stagnant properties, we do have houses that are completed. We have houses you can move into right now. And the great thing about Grand Oaks is it's in an area that allows, it's not you, the buyer, it's actually the area that allows for 100% financing. And you can get that with South State Bank, Misty Barnett. We don't have her information here, but 100% financing. That's really a big thing. And we're
That's
open
crazy.
almost every weekend. Jackie's usually out there, whether it's in a resale there or a new home, and she's peddling both. And Misty came out this weekend, and a lot of buyers were really surprised and excited to know this. We didn't really have this option back when we had phase one. We're in the middle of phase two right now. We are finishing out phase two. It'll probably take another year with sort of the slowdown of the market, but we do have, again, 3 homes available to move in right now. We have a couple others coming up. So we'll have some in November, some in December, January, February, all up until. So there are 3 builders out there, but Rabell Realty Group works with, and it is a Weisman Builders neighborhood, you could say. And this kind of gets confusing a little bit. But Weisman Builders, that's Gary Weisman Development. He's been developing and building for 40 plus years in the Alachua County area. And he's very, very well known. He has 2 sons, and one of them is Michael, who we also work for, and that's Weisman Home and Renovations. So Weisman Builders is Gary, Weisman Home and Renovations is Michael, and there's the other son out there, William. He's also out there. So we do have 3 builders. We do mostly sell the 2 of the ones that I mentioned. And again, both of those we have about 7 to 10 coming up that will be finished on or before March or April. And then we have another, 40 plus being built. So we will be out here. We have 3 total. There's about 340 lots total. I could be off a little bit about that. So we'll have phase 2 coming up. And right now for the fall October incentive, both of our builders are giving either 1% in closing costs or 1% in buying down your rate. And so if you have any questions about that, we can get into that. But we do have a house that's under 400, and then most of our houses are in the 420 to 480 range. So 100% financing for all of these, and you do not have to be approved. It is the neighborhood that is approved. So talk to us, come out, let us know. I mean, you can call me directly. You can even call Rebecca if you don't know my number, and she will forward
get you to Kristen.
Exactly. There is an entire page on our website, buysellrebell.com, about Grand Oaks. Come and check it out. They're adorable little homes. They're sort of craftsman-y. There's no carpeting. There are fans in every room. You have quartz countertops in the bathroom and kitchens. You have soft close wood cabinets in the bathrooms and kitchens, and beautiful finishes. We actually are building them as specs, so we pick everything out. You do have, as you can see, stone on all the front, 2-car garages, tankless water heaters, so there is gas there. There are some gas options, but we do have to get that beforehand, and truthfully there's a lot of issues with finding the right gas appliances still. So we do have to sort of pull away from those in some of the houses, but some of them do still have gas options of the ones that we've already built. So come out, visit us, let us know. We'd love to have you move in here. It is a neighborhood with a pool, and the pool is just for the neighborhood. It's a great location, less than 4 miles to University of Florida and Shands. I mean, it's right there in the middle. You're also on Tower Road. You've got a little gas station there. You have the Grand Oaks. She's laughing at her. So.
I'm sorry. I don't know if you all could hear him. He's starting to snore louder and louder. Sorry.
Got a couple of shops there. So yeah, great location, fantastic fall incentives, paying 1% towards closing costs for the interest rate, or 1% towards maybe some other upgrades like fencing, screen porch, blinds, something like that. So come visit us. We'd love to sell.
Very good. Yeah. Like I said, nobody knows more about Grand Oaks than Kristen. And I think I've been in Gary and Michael's homes. Both great. Both do a nice job, nice finish, and great layouts. So did we show the available home list? We got some things available.
It's kind of hard to read on there if you ask me. But yes, I mean, again, call us because about 3 of those are completely finished and the rest of them are coming up.
And we can post this online for everybody as well. So
we do have it online.
Oh, man. Yeah. Why did I think Tioga was up next?
All right. So we got to get through this quickly. So
yes.
We can be really quick with Finley Woods. As you recall, Finley Woods, it's on that street. You know what? I don't even know the street name.
7th. I thought it was 67th. It was between Williston and Archer.
Right. So that's what most people who are coming off of Archer to get downtown, they'll use this road to get over to Williston Road so you can get downtown a lot quicker. A lot of us over here in the Southwest use that. Finley Woods, it like spans across both sides. So it was originally developed by Tommy Williams, who's out of Newberry, and he's built, Belmont, Longleaf, everything like that. And so he was out there, he sold half of the lots, and then, the great everything happened with building, and they kind of slowed down. They also had some issues with getting the infrastructure started. So just recently they sold it to Lennar, and Lennar has bought quite a few subdivisions in our area. So they did buy Finley Woods. Hopefully that will help with the infrastructure of the association, the pool, the clubhouse, all the stuff they were promised. Hopefully this builder, who's he's a national builder, and they do build really nice homes. From what we understand, this is a big step above D.R. Horton. No offense to D.R. Horton. We're not talking bad. It's just in terms of, national builders. You don't really get a lot with D.R. Horton. The people who are from Tampa and Orlando and Miami who are used to Lennar all say Lennar is a great builder and still national. So they still have end of the year sales that go through at their end of their season, so they can get on all of their new product out. So we look forward to it. I mean, I'm someone who does not love national builders because I do love supporting my local builders. Obviously, I work for one. Rebecca and I've worked for many local builders, including you worked for Tommy Williams for a hot little minute back in the day.
Well, I just helped his sales team do all their open houses on the weekend, all the grunt work. I just did the grunt work.
Hey, you started the grunt work to
that's
move your
true.
way up, right? So
that is true.
We'll look into. I don't know if we have any slides. I just see this one. Do we have any more slides, Elio?
Yeah.
Right. So these are slides from prior homes that are coming to the neighborhood that look like, these are obviously all staged with artwork and nice furniture. We've never seen the floor plans. I'm not going to lie. We have not seen them yet. We don't see them down in. Have you seen any?
No, I honestly, the first time I ever heard of them was a house we sold in Northwood. Somebody was building with them in another city. So, but They had great things to say. So it'll be exciting to see their stuff come up and see what it looks like.
Right. We'll have quite a few others. So we'll talk about Lennar a little bit more. And we'll probably have to hold off Tioga, Rebecca, because we got to get to all of these great events coming up. So we'll continue.
Sorry, Tioga, you're always the bridesmaid, never the bride.
Pretty sure they do well with the bride.
I know. They're fine.
All right. So let's get on to October events, because we talked a lot about new construction last week, and we kind of forgot to talk about our local events that are so much fun this time of the year. Yes.
So
all right.
We got the Newberry corn maze. Oh man, there's something like right in the middle of the thing. So it's running the 14th through the 29th.
I'm going to point out the misspelling on cornfield.
Oh,
we can't be perfect, okay?
Nobody's perfect, okay?
$15 in general, $15 for children, probably not 10 and up, but 10 and below. So we'll check this out. Cash only site. It's actually a pretty fun event, and it runs during 5 to 10, mostly the weekends, but including the weekdays. And, check it out if you haven't already. The kids love it.
And that's the one I think that they do the spooky one at night. So double check on their website.
Earlier in the evening, it's for the little kids. And then later at night, it's spookier for the other kids.
Yeah. Let's see. Oh, this one, Rogers Farm. Never mind. I forgot they've been sold. So old Rogers Farm, but now Crossroads Farm, I guess, in Avery. Yeah. So hay rides, animals, gift shop, games, beekeeping. I don't know what I thought that said for a second. Sorry. Hay bale, jungle gym. Oh, that sounds fun. Train rides, face painting. So that's running through November 6th. That one's great. I'm also going to give them a shout out. That's probably some of the best strawberry picking when it's strawberry season. I always enjoy going out there and doing that. So you can find them online as well. The next one's like pretty much my all-time favorite. I don't know. That one in Williston's pretty good too. But Coon Hollow, I'm looking forward to going there with his class. But that one's great too. Fall Festival, crop maze, pony rides, jumping bales, archery. I know they also take you out in the tractor and let you feed the cows, and it's always a hit. So running through October
Fun,
6th.
especially if you have kids. These are great events for kids. Even if you don't have kids, I'm not trying to be like family only, but there's so many things to do in Gainesville for, non-families. These are great family events. Or if you just want to go as a couple, have fun, pony rides, jumping bales, like I said, archery, all the other events, the beehives at the other one.
This one I haven't heard of. Have you heard of this one?
Mayhem Ranch. So it's only until the 30th. It's all of October. It looks like $12 prepaid tickets and then $15 at the door or at the gate for 3 years old and up. So
super slide. Can I go on that?
I know, right? Petting Farm, Pumpkin Patch, Farm Train, sack races. So this one's a newer one to the area, I believe, and it sounds like it's a kind of an interesting one. You have to check it out. We might check it out.
We'll have to take some pictures. Peanut Patch and Corn Maze. Oh, the next one I've heard about, and I've actually been by there. This one, I haven't been to this one either. I guess my older kids.
There's a lot of newer ones.
Yeah.
Old, and they're new names. Like Rogers Farm was so well known that they mentioned that this is the old Rogers Farm, but maybe these are just new ones that are coming up. That could be. Which is great. They're using local farms, and these local farmers are, making
generating some money.
So try these out. I mean, everything we're coming in, we're coming in mid-October, or I guess you could say late October. So these things are ending. So we'd love to hear if any of you have gone. Give us some reviews. Let us know. Yeah,
post it in the comments. Let us know what's good.
Right.
We don't know.
We got to bring those haunted houses back. We miss them.
Well, so this, I was thinking of you when you said that. This is supposed to be a lot of fun. I believe it's adults only, or they want, a more mature crowd because it's scary. But so I heard them do an interview on the radio.
Brand new. And the first couple of days had difficulty, but now they're up and running and doing really well. And
I heard it's great. And if you love plants, it's supposed to be really good because plants are very involved in the murder, apparently, that's going on. So, yeah, I heard them do a radio, or maybe it was WCJB. I can't remember. But I was like, oh, my gosh, this sounds so fun. So if you want to watch Sebastian so I can go, just drop a comment below. And there you go. And you can come with me, and we'll let you know what we thought. So, but, yeah, sounds fun. But yeah, there's a bunch of other ones. I know Williston has their red, white, and blue pumpkin patch, or their farm. And then, I'm going to tell you guys, it doesn't cost anything to go, but the pumpkin patch off 39th that always has tomato out there, the buy a pumpkin, feed a child. But you're going to buy a pumpkin anyways, you are. But that's all it is to go in there. They let you go in there in the hopes that you'll buy a pumpkin, which in exchange feeds a child. So, in an impoverished country.
Great stuff. You only have a couple more weekends to go, except for the one that goes on until November 6th. And then we get into preparations for the holidays. So enjoy this. Next week, we'll find out the exact day that they are the city of Gainesville at least is planning on Halloween, because it does run on a Monday night. And there is talk about Sunday or Monday. So we'll find that out in time for next week. Hopefully we can
and you won't want to miss next week's show, because it's going to be all about ghosts, ghouls, and great listings. No, we'll come up with a better title, but it is going to be kind of like horror stories of real estate, but in a realm of, bodies and that kind of thing. So don't miss it.
Great stories,
all right, I'm running away with the slide. So if you have a property that you need managed, you're tired of dealing with it, and you need help, we are here to help you. We can be your leasing agent, accountant, repairman, inspector, and overall landlord. Just reach out. Give us a call, 352-213-6410. And
all right. Oh, and if you are looking to get into real estate, or you want to join a team, or you want to be in a small brokerage that is not, affiliated with a large franchise, the cutest corner in Hale. Hey, if you're thinking of real estate, wanting to start off, if you've known you want to be a realtor for your whole life and wanting to start off, or if you're unhappy where you are and you're not making it, give us a call or email us at join@buysellrebell.com. We have a lot of the great things coming up for our realtors and our team members.
That's right. And if you can't get enough of Kristen, Oh, wait, it looks opposite. Kristen,
Yeah.
Rebecca, and Sebastian. You can join us online at Facebook, Instagram, TikTok, YouTube, LinkedIn, and Google My Business. Thank you, everybody, for bearing with me with my snoring child. So,
And like and subscribe our YouTube page.
That's right.
And don't forget, we have a blog. We talk about a lot of great information on there. A lot of repeat from the blog or from the podcast in case you want to go back and look. And more real estate and local market news. buysellerabell.com/blog.
And if you love our podcast so much that you need your own podcast, please reach out to the Fiesta Media, who we would like to thank for always producing such a fabulous product for us. You could reach them at 352-327-5089.
Well, thank you. And join us next week. Like we said, we're going to have a ghoul-filled podcast, right?
No children. Back in school. I know. All right. Say bye-bye.
All right. Bye. Thank you for joining us. Thank you, Elio. See you soon. Be back to Gainesville soon.
Mm-hmm.